Chat really quick. Court is officially in session. We had to come in a little early. We lost the icon today, okay? You can say what you want. Jesse Jackson has passed away February the 17th. Originally born October the 8th, 1941. What a life. Well done, Mr. Jesse. Now, I can't recall much controversy that Mr. Jesse Jackson, a civil rights activist who really did a lot for all of us, okay? Good morning, Plotter. Yes, indeed. We're going to be learning a little thing, learning a little something. Let me know if y'all heard any Jesse Jackson scandals. I don't recall. Wait a minute, I recall a few. Didn't he have a baby allegedly somewhere? Anyway, we're going to talk about his goodness, that he did a lot of things for the civil rights movement. He was always a protege and right there on the front line with the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So we talking about stuff that a lot of y'all don't want to hear. We talking about history. Ain't that right, Plotter? Good morning, Faye. So smash the like button when you guys come in. Y'all know we also lost that actor, Robert Duvall. He was originally from Virginia. Like, wow, it's a lot going on. And mind you, the year just started. Good morning. Welcome to the Shady Court. What's up, Michelle? What's up, Nick? Lord have mercy. Nick, I got to talk to you after this show. Lord, what happened? Judge, I was just about to close. Girl, wait a minute. You were still up from yesterday? Lord have mercy, Tanika. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it in the DM. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Yes. Make sure y'all support each other. I am not going to be here long because, listen, I got things to do, some uploads that I got to get out. But Jesse Jackson was a staple in a lot of our lives. Growing up, we heard about, Reverend Jesse Jackson, his fight, the movement. We are familiar with a lot of these things, okay? So I'm going to share his obituary with a lot of the people that unfortunately don't know nothing about Reverend Jesse Jackson, okay? So let's start right here. Jesse Lewis Jackson, okay, knee burns October the 8th, 1941 to February the 17th, 2026. He was an American civil rights activist, politician, and ordained Baptist minister, a protege of Martin Luther King Jr. During the civil rights movement, he became one of the most prominent civil rights leaders of the late 20th and early 21st centuries. From 1991 to 97, he served as a shadow delegate and a shadow senator for the District of Columbia. He was the father of U.S. Representative Jonathan Jackson. See, I didn't even know. I didn't know that Jonathan, his son, was up around there. And former U.S. Representative Jesse Jackson Jr. Okay, we reading in the obituary. Smash the like button. Reading is fundamental. Okay, a lot of y'all ain't used to reading. Y'all want everything handed to you. Okay, ain't no audio. This is real work right here from Judge Shady Court. Smash the like button. Born in Greenville, South Carolina, Jackson began his activism in the 1960s and founded the organizations that later merged to form the Rainbow Push Coalition. Expanding his work into international affairs in the 1980s, he became a vocal critic of the Reagan administration and launched a presidential campaign in 1984. Initially viewed as a fringe candidate, he finished third for the Democratic nomination behind former Vice President Walter Mondale. Where Walter Mondale at? And Senator Gary Hart. He continued his activism and mounted a second presidential bid in 1988. Now, let's be clear. I think Jesse had what it took, okay, to be the president. As you can see, all it takes is a few dollars and a dream. Anyway, where did I leave off? Okay, finishing as the runner-up to the Massachusetts governor, Michael Dukakis. I remember that. Jackson did not seek the presidency again. I guess because he probably realized there was no way out or no way in at this point. Okay, I didn't even know he was trying to be the president. I mean, if Obama did it, why couldn't Jesse? I think Jesse would be more certified and solidified than anybody else up around here, being as though he walked over that bridge and all that stuff. See what I'm saying? Oh, have mercy. I did not know Jesse wanted to be the president. Hey, he would have been righteous. That's right. And we would have had a lot of shenanigans. Government partially shut down. We only paying two corporations. Y'all see the foolishness we dealing with up around here. Good morning, Maria. Wrong Bluetooth. What? Your Bluetooth? See, Tanika, put it down, baby. Put it down. All right, so see, we learned something. Raise your hand if you're sure. Wait a minute, smell them armpits real quick. Raise your hand if you thought, if you had an idea that Jesse wanted to be president. I didn't know Jesse wanted to be president two, three times. I know it was expensive. It costs to be the boss up around here, okay? Word on the curve, they pay to be the president. About 2.5 billion. Plotnik, I know you ain't sleep. Lord have mercy. I didn't know either, Tanika. See, that's why I said reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. All right, so he was elected as the District of Columbia shadow senator, serving one term. Okay, that's what's up, Reverend Jackson. During the Bush and Clinton administrations. What? Do you know anything about the Epstein files? Um, Although initially critical of President Bill Clinton, he later became a supporter. My. Jackson hosted both sides with Jesse Jackson on CNN. Okay, from 1992 to 2000. All right, Mr. Jackson had his little host show going on, and the judge ain't have a clue. I must was a little girl back then. See what I'm saying? He's my father's age. A critic of police brutality, the Republican Party, and conservative policies. He was widely regarded as one of the most influential African American activists of his era. Jesse Jackson died February the 17th, 2026, aged 84. Wow. Well done in my book. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a well done trophy, Mr. Jackson, because I think you did a good job. I think you did a good job. I ain't seen you pulled away in handcuffs and all that, other than when you were fighting for freedom and civil rights, okay, for all of us. What a life. What a life, man. What a life. Wow. I'm not going to sit here and read this whole obituary, but do know that, let's see who's in his family really quick. Because I do know about his wife. His wife is absolutely beautiful. So let's see who's in his family tree, okay? Now, he had Reverend Jesse Jackson. He had a lot going on, okay? He was a part of the Operation Push and the Rainbow Collision. It was people united to save humanity. God knows we need all of this. Right now, we need people united to save YouTube and make YouTube great again. Smash the like button if y'all agree with the judge. Yes, indeed. We need a couple of soldiers on this ninja net make YouTube great again. It's a lot of stuff out of control. Okay, so I see his presidential campaign. All right. Wow, we learned that he wanted to be the president. Who knew that he had his hands in just about everything? Who knew? I'm not gonna say nothing bad. Now I am aware that it was some children allegedly out of wedlock somewhere and this, that, and the third. But we're gonna talk about the greats, the work, the great work. Okay. Wait a minute. His resume is outstanding. Yes. And see, it's a lot of folks that ain't got up off their couch yet. See what I'm saying? He's 80. Man, this man done ran circles in this lifetime. I'm sure God gonna say, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Well done. See, ain't that what we all want to hear in the end? That's all we want to, that's all we want to hear. Never scared. Yeah, he passed away, baby, just morning, y'all. Yes, indeed. We losing them fast. Yes, indeed. We lost Mr. Godfather icon himself. I know Dre think he's the original Godfather, but Mr. Robert Duvall was the original Godfather. Okay, let's be clear about that up around here. So he passed away yesterday, Robert Duvall, and then we lost an icon in my own eyes. Okay, let's talk about how did he get involved. Let's talk about how he got involved with the shooting of Trayvon Martin. Y'all remember that? Following the shooting of Trayvon Martin in February 2012, Jackson joined Martin's parents as they demanded the arrest of his killer, George Zimmerman, and called for repealing stand your ground laws. to discourage vigilante behavior. Y'all remember that. Zimmerman was arrested and later acquitted of second-degree murder. Jackson responded to the acquittal by refusing to accept it, comparing it to the acquittals in the cases of Emmett Till and Medgar Evers. He called for protesters to do nothing that would diminish the moral authority of Trayvon Martin as a martyr in this case, and for the Justice Department to file civil rights charges against Zimmerman. We saw how that went down. The Department of Justice concluded that there was not sufficient evidence of Zimmerman violating Martin's civil rights. And we're seeing that. Be advised, Pam Bondi yesterday put a message out, Department of Justice, claiming that there was no more emails, okay, concerning the Epstein files. Allegedly, she's saying that's it. When they threw that dump out there at the end of January, that was it. And the victims, unfortunately, are saying that's a lie. There's missing video footage, tapes, and everything. So we'll be getting into that, okay? Once again, we stand with the victims all day, every day, okay? All day, every day. It's time they be heard. For God's sake, 30-something years. Like I said, Jackson, he did decline to endorse either Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. Now, I wonder why he didn't like Bernie. Bernie, in my own opinion, been around here running around seeking justice just like him. But I wonder, and they both were a part of the same party. So I wonder where the distinction came in between Bernie Sanders. I really like Bernie Sanders. Okay, I'm talking political right here. It's a lot of folks gonna go right past this live because they not. If you're not dragging somebody and calling them out their name and making a fool, don't nobody want to hear this type of content. But that's why the judge is on this internet, because I don't care. We're gonna talk about it. This is history, right? We lost an icon, man. Reverend Jesse Jackson passed away today. If you're just getting the notice, trigger warning. A civil rights fighter, veteran, in my own opinion. Okay. He declined to, y'all remember when President Clinton, now be advised, her and her husband, Bill, they'll be on Capitol Hill testifying about what went down there about 40 years ago. Okay. So did he know something was afoot going on up around there? Allegedly, who knows? It just say that he decided not to endorse her or Bernie. And, he was steadfast. In July, Republican nominee Donald Trump released a video condemning the police killings of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile. Jackson admitted the video contained significant remarks but faulted Trump for his past involvement in the birther movement and past rhetoric that had helped to see these clouds. Oh, he was reading Jesse. Y'all hear that? He was reading Jesse for filth. Wow. Days before the election, including Trump, Jackson cited several reasons for voters to support Clinton over Trump. What? Including the possible repeal of the Affordable Care Act and the appointment of the U.S. Supreme Court justices, and urged him to join the right side of history. Trump defeated Clinton in the general election, and Jackson shortly thereafter wrote an opt-out for The Guardian saying that Trump must prove he is worthy of the office by immediately going to work, uniting the country. He has done so much to divide. Wow. Well, we see how that's working out. We absolutely see how that's working out. His request to Trump absolutely has been ignored, okay, in 2026. Now, he was married to Miss Jacqueline Lavinia Brown, born 1944 on December the 31st. They were married of 1962, and together they had 5 children, including Santita in 1963, Jesse Jr. 1965, and Jonathan Luther 1966. Jackson's younger brother, Charles Chuck, was a singer with the vocal group The Independents. Okay. All right. Wow. All right. Let's talk about the allegations, because I'm looking right at them. Let me see what you're saying. Good afternoon, Daisy. Good morning on our side. What do you want the Lord to say? What do you want the Lord to say? Well done, my good. Yes, indeed. Sanika, know the Lord. Yes, indeed. Want to do it. Amen. Yeah. So now This is how they do you. You know, this is official Wikipedia. But they are saying in 2001, there was an extramarital affair. Lord have mercy. It's the oldest trick in the book. Y'all feel me? So in January 2001, it was revealed that Jackson had had an affair with a staffer, Corinne Stanford. Now, I do remember this lady, which result, excuse me? Oh, Lord. Oh, that's what it was. He done had a child. Lord have mercy. So that baby should be about what, 25? Wow. In the birth of a daughter in May 1999, according to CNN. In August 1999, the Rainbow Push Collision paid Stanford $15,000. Wow. They paid for her moving expenses, for contracting work. Ooh, a promised advance of an additional 40K against future contracting work was rescinded once the affair became public. This incident prompted Jackson to withdraw from activism for a short period. He was paying $4,000 a month in child support as of 2001. CNN suspended and later canceled his talk show. Wow. All for the love of coochie. I'm telling you that coochie have been known to bring some powerful brothers down, Lord have mercy. Yeah, but I do remember that affair. Y'all know he eventually was diagnosed with several illnesses. In November of 2017, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and in August 2021, him and his wife had caught COVID. It was just a lot, okay? It was just a lot, okay? So, wow. Reverend Jesse Jackson passed away today, guys. What a legacy, what a history. And his resume is just off the chain. Is even this affair, and let me tell you something, and very respectfully, a child was born out of it. So she is a part of the Jacksons, and I'm hoping that she's doing well. We don't care how she got here. The work, stuff like that will not outshine the actual work that Jesse Jackson did for all of us. That's his personal life, in my own opinion. Okay. And, thank you to Reverend Jesse Jackson for standing on those front lines with Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King back then in those days, and speaking for the people, uniting the people, man, and just, this is one man, mind you guys. This is not a whole collision, a whole network. This was one man who stood up and believed in democracy and everything else, justice for all. Okay. He was an ordained Baptist minister as well. So what a great, 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 great career, great life. And he's gone home to glory as of today. Rest in peace to Reverend Jesse Jackson, okay? A civil rights activist, dead February 17th, 2026. I'm Judge Shady Court. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I got some things to do. I got to feed Maverick, and I got a lot of paperwork that I have to do. Michelle Wright, rest in power. Yes, some have one. Yep. Yes, indeed. Rest in power. Blessings to his family. His family should be very, very grateful. You guys, dad, he did the daggone thing. I would be so, so proud. I'm proud of my daddy, even though he's not a civil rights activist. I told you guys I'm a daddy's girl. I've always had my father in my life. That's why I don't take no crap off nobody, because I know exactly how I'm supposed to be treated. Okay. And I was treated as a princess with my dad. And to this day, even at 52 years old, I'm still treated with respect and love and care. Okay. So I want you guys to have an amazing, amazing Tuesday. I got to get back to my content up over here. Oh, yeah. I got a little tea real quick. Lord have mercy. That's right, Michelle. Maverick around here tap dancing. I said, look, I got to get this message out because Reverend Jackson passed away. He said, who that? See what I'm saying? Said, give me a treat to keep me quiet for a minute while you over there running your mouth on this free internet. Yeah, I will be giving y'all an update. I'm not going to mess this live up. I'll be giving y'all an update. Dre, I pulled up on him last night. Yeah, I ran down on him. And I demanded a 24-hour apology. He got a couple hours. I'm going to go over there and check and see if he did that retraction up around there on that big main bot buying 90. He's at 96K. He's on the road to 100K up around there. but I needed a retraction. I told him, Dre, you got 24 hours to retract that the judge is a racist holder over there on their channel. Okay? So he's going to retract. Okay? And then I found out the little T. I was up around there being a little messy up over there to the station there. Found out a little T. Okay? Dre is not friends anymore with Cups of Conversation. I mean, just is what it is. Okay? Um, so, it's a little I said, y'all know the judge got her own problems, but let's be clear. I didn't see this one coming. Oh, have mercy. I did not see this one coming. Just like I did not see Magic, the Black Owl, and did not did another video on Magic up around there. Lord have mercy. I didn't see none of this falling out. You know, everybody say Judge Shady, only one fall out. That's not true. I did not know Dre and his cousin. His cousin Cups. Hey Cups, hey his cousin. Dre and his cousin is no longer speaking. Let that sink in. I'm Judge Shady Court. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Tanika, what you done did? JJ, do the right thing. That's right. You was on my last slide. Hey, Courtney, I remember you. Who sent you, baby? Welcome back, Courtney. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. That's right, Dre. I said, what Cups then shaded you like she shaded the judge? That's T, ain't it? Breaking news, you heard it here first. Like, I'm stop. Let me stop. Lord have mercy. The judge can get messyboots.com. Now, look, this is content, and it's my job to figure out. Well, I was wondering why I didn't see Dre cousin. Hey, cousin. No, y'all didn't have no fallout. Huh? Say what now? I bought him out, Judge. Lord have mercy. Listen, y'all know ultimately the judge believe in having a resolution. In the words of Aaliyah, we need a resolution. We got so much confusion. We don't know who's zooming who up on this internet. But ultimately, my courtroom is open for discussion. If you guys just can't get it together, come on up around here and get on Judge Shady Court. Tanika, I heard you and somebody need to head on around here, girl, on the courtroom. Let the judge get in there and have some order, okay? So we got plenty of space up over here on the docket. If you'd like to have a conversation, don't have to be on your big time, little time channel. The judge is open to taking new cases, charity case. I meant to say new cases, okay? Ultimately, if we can all get along to get along, which that sounds impossible every damn day that goes by, let's be clear. I told Dre, if I didn't know no better, now I think you try to hide the judge from around there down to the Vegas. He said, excuse me. I said, I think you was trying to do this specifically so the judge wouldn't drop down to the Vegas. You know what happens in Vegas, stay in Vegas. Now, he did share with me, I'm afraid, Judge, that you're going to try to do something, to me, violent. I said, look, I walk in peace, okay? I'll catch a flight and be in peace. I mean, Dre, I would never. I mean, I would like to hug you, maybe a headlock hug or something like that, but it's nothing extensive. See what I'm saying? Dre got a crush on you too, Tanika. Lord have mercy. I'm glad because I'm too old for Dre. I told Dre, I just want to be your mother. Y'all know that song? I just want to be your girl. I said, I just want to be your mommy. Y'all feel me? Judge gonna pull up, Michelle. You see what I'm saying? I just want to be your girl. That's what Dre. You understand what I'm saying? No, I meant to ask Dre, did he get lucky on Valentine's? Anybody heard anything up around here? Did he let one go? I got to get out of here because this is, you know what? This was supposed to be a very respectable live. See what I'm saying? And I blame Michelle because as soon as I see Michelle say, pull up, I said, oh, all bets are on. Just check it out. He likes donuts and honey buns. Lord have mercy. Well, he's been at the gym. I paid for a $50 smoothie up around there last week. Okay? So let's see how much he lost since then. Allegedly. Let's be clear. I was up over. Make sure y'all head over to Twitch. Uh, Lord have mercy. Donata's out of control up over there. He was reading somebody for filth. He's into it with somebody named Zio the Frog or something like that. I was over there to OKP. Lord have mercy. Shout out to Official King Pain. I guess True Diamond, he got his foot on her neck. I guess she went up over there and tried to make peace and this and that. But I went up over there and watched a few videos. Frumpy is done. I'm done with Frumpy. It just gets more pathetic. In my own opinion, as a mother, okay. First of all, Frumpy is 41 years of age. We talked about this, and let's be clear before I get up out of here, because I get pissed off looking at foolishness and stupidity, okay? I went up over there and looked, I saw, her and her daughter, her underage minor daughter, um, speaking about cigarettes, in the same conversation, laughing and kiki, twerking and this and that and this and that. At some point in life, man, when Frumpy get about 50, she's going to look back, okay? And she's going to realize that she was the problem. I'm going to say that. Let me tell you something. Kids look up to us, okay? They look up to us for certain things. They expect us, for one, to keep a roof over their head, food in their stomachs. They expect us to have an opening ear, a listening ear as parents when we come to them. But when you on a free social media network and platform where there are thousands of perverts all over the world, and you got your baby girl on there talking trashy and nasty, just like you're trashy and nasty. Okay, let's talk about it, Toxic Diamond, aka TrueMess.com. Let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about how you exploit your minor daughter on this internet. Talk about her like a dog. Huh? And then you get up on this internet with the different and hundreds and thousands of men. And we're talking about a mother, y'all. One that lied 2 to 3 years ago that said she's going to change her whole life, her whole ways, and everything else about her. I recently found out that was jail talk 101. See what I'm saying? Because she quickly came out, threw her daughter out for a man. She's still over there pressed for Bruce. And the only reason why she pressed for Bruce, that's for another show. Let's be clear about it. I will never respect a woman who drags her minor daughter up and down YouTube for some fucking likes. Let's talk about it. Huh? You have put your daughter through enough on this internet, frumpy fella. Let's talk about it, girl. You put this girl through enough. And all you can do is sit here for content. For content. Because the few people that's watching you, what, the 5K subscribers you got over there, you putting your whole life on the internet and you still broke. You still don't have shit to look towards to because you're not doing the work, frumpy fella. You see what I'm saying? You're not doing the work. You talk about your child like a dog. We don't need to see your daughter and yourself having a discussion when she ain't even 18 years old about some goddamn cigarettes. You know that girl been smoking and drinking and sucking in all kinds of shit. I tried to be a positive force up around there. When she was around me, it was nothing but respect. I wanted better for her because she's a good girl. But when you got a toxic parent like Toxic Diamond, aka Danita, her life and the things she's going to be able to do is going to be very limited because she has an immature mother that gives a fuck more about what YouTube think than getting her own life together. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Danita. Let's talk about it. TrueMess.com. That's exactly what it is. And I said this. You don't even have 1 million subscribers up over there. And you drag your daughter, drag all your sexual escapades, people going live about your diseases. Oh, could be pregnant. And who's screwing raw these days? TrueMess.com. This is crazy to me. And it hurts me to look at the train wreck because your father wanted better for you, Danita. And I will never stop screaming that. Your biggest mistake was him and I hooking up. Yes, indeed. And I will continue to call you out just like your mother did over there on Tails channel. And I see you still coming for that girl. And the girl ain't even thinking about you. Ain't that right? TrueMess.com. You do everything except what you supposed to do, Danita. And it's sad. We watching, and I'm going to tell you this. You keep exploiting that minor child, and I'm going to have CPS come over there and help you out. That's what we're going to do. And you can mock my word. You keep exploiting that child on YouTube for likes, and watch what I do. Thank y'all. I got to get on out of here. Whew, y'all see how Judge get passionate real quick? It's just pathetic. Ray, put a 1 in the chat if you enjoy a mother dragging her minor child. Last week, she called her all kinds of B's, said she wanted to murk her to the point I had to call her and cuss her the hell out. You understand what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the chat if that's the type of content that you're into. Exploiting a minor. Having psychopaths and perverts watch your minor daughter go through shit in life on the ninja net. She never had a chance. Toxic Diamond is pathetic, and there's no way out for her at this point. And there's certainly no turning back for me. I will speak for your father. Y'all have a great Tuesday, okay? I'm out. I love you. Good. You don't know her, Michelle. Good. Don't. Trust me. It's a train wreck. She's so very talented, but she's one of those people that's her worst enemy. And she will go to her grave blaming somebody else for her pathetic life. Court is adjourned.